Welcome to OOTO TV, the out of the office investigation from the past into the future of health. This time we're discussing vitamins for brain and mood health. I have to say, I'm really excited about this investigation today because the more you look into it, the more you see just how deeply these tiny nutrients can influence our mental landscape, our emotions even. It's pretty eye-opening stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to explore this intricate subject with you. We're going to uncover how certain vitamins and minerals, they aren't just minor biological players, they're actually fundamental building blocks for mental clarity, stable moods, sustained energy, you name it.
Mhm.
But, it's not just about which ones. Our investigation will also look at, well, crucial things like how diet management fits in and those often overlooked interactions these nutrients can have within your body, yes, but also with other medications you might be taking.
That's such a key point. So, our journey today, we'll start by really establishing the foundational impact, right? How these nutrients affect brain and mood at a basic level. Then we'll pinpoint some of the key players, the star vitamins and minerals, influencing cognition and emotion. And finally, we'll get into those critical nuances, like how common meds can surprisingly affect your nutrient levels, and why understanding supplement quality, well, why that variability is so important for making good choices.
Exactly. And our core mission here for you, our listener, is really to provide a thorough understanding. We want you to grasp these complex connections, hopefully pretty quickly, and find those aha moments, the kind that can genuinely change how you think about your own personal health. Moving beyond just general knowledge.
Okay, let's dive in then. The absolute centrality of nutrients for our whole system, but especially the brain. We tend to think of food as just fuel, right? For muscles, for getting through the day. But it's so much more. These nutrients, they power our concentration, sharpen memory, refine emotional processing. They're literally the bedrock, mental and physical vitality. And it's fair to say, I think, no question really, that vitamins for brain and mood significantly impact your health.
That's a vital point. Our bodies are incredibly sophisticated machines, constantly processing nutrients from everything we eat and drink. Vitamins, minerals, fats, sugars, carbs, the whole lot. And this intricate process, it's not just about physical fuel, it's boosting your immune system, repairing constant cellular damage, helping you heal, and crucially, enabling our brains to concentrate, remember things, and navigate, that complex world of emotions.
Which brings us right to something lots of people experience but maybe don't fully get: brain fog. It's important to say it's not a medical condition itself, more like a frustrating cluster of symptoms, isn't it?
It's exactly. Memory trouble, lack of focus, feeling really fatigued, scattered thoughts, like thinking through mud sometimes.
Yeah.
And what's really compelling is how often this brain fog ties back to underlying nutrient deficiencies. It's like a signal from your body.
Interesting.
And if you look broader, it's quite common in people managing other health conditions. We see it a lot with long COVID, fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, chronic fatigue syndrome, depression too. The key insight there is that nutrient issues aren't just another symptom in these cases. They can actually make things worse, exacerbate the problems. This really shows how vitamins for brain and mood exponentially leverage mental and physical interaction. It's definitely a two-way street.
That bidirectional link, nutrient deficiency and mental health, especially depression, it's fascinating, isn't it? And really profound. You think about things like inflammation in the body or the HPA axis, our stress response system getting out of whack, and then neurotransmitter imbalances, serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, GABA, glutamate. These are delicate systems. And their balance, their proper function, it's all intricately linked to having the right nutrients available. Or, worryingly, not having them. It's like nutrients are the building blocks for mental stability.
Okay, let's get into some of the star players in this whole brain and mood nutrition world. And maybe the best place to start is with the B vitamins, those powerhouses.
Absolutely. The B vitamins are remarkable because they're so interconnected. Almost all of them are vital parts of the cellular energy production machine. It's a complex sequence, and if you're short on even one B vitamin, it can bottleneck the whole process, limit energy production for your brain, for your body, and that has knock-on effects, significant metabolic consequences for your whole system.
Let's zoom in on B1 thiamine. I remember seeing a big study over 2,400 older adults really caught my eye. It found that higher dietary intake of B1 was linked to better cognitive function, better memory, better attention, just from food choices. And B1's role is even deeper. It's a crucial coenzyme, right? A helper molecule, essential for making neurotransmitters like acetylcholine and serotonin both huge for mood and thinking. Plus, it helps supply energy to nerve cells by metabolizing carbs. Now, severe thiamine deficiency, that can lead to really devastating brain disorders,
Yeah.
encephalopathies, confusion, major memory loss.
Wow.
The good news, though, is that catching it early often reverses the symptoms. But if it persists, sadly, that can cause permanent brain damage. Shows how fundamental it is.
That really drives it home. Okay, what about vitamin B6, pyridoxine, another key player? Seems like it's a cofactor for producing more important neurotransmitters. Things like GABA for calming the brain, and again, serotonin and dopamine. All crucial for mood, for stress response, how we handle daily pressures.
Right, and research directly links low B6 levels to higher depressive symptoms. But what's also interesting is how B6 seems to work synergistically with magnesium.
Oh.
Yeah, they seem to team up on certain neurobiological pathways, potentially boosting each other's positive effects on brain health and mood, like a coordinated effort.
Fascinating. And we can't forget the duo, B9, folic acid, and B12, cobalamin. They work together, don't they? I understand they metabolize serotonin, which, like we said, is critical for mood and easing anxiety. Their teamwork is essential for emotional balance.
Precisely. And B12 specifically is vital for normal nerve function. It plays a key role in making myelin, that protective sheath around nerves. This function can actually help combat the physical symptoms of anxiety. Deficiencies in both B9 and B12 are clearly linked to more anxiety, depression, other psychiatric issues. It's also worth mentioning you tend to see higher rates of depression in vegetarians, often because getting enough B12 from plants alone is tricky, needs careful planning.
You're listening to OOTO TV with research by author Paul Bulow. Okay, let's switch gears. Vitamin D, the sun vitamin. It does more than just bones, right?
Oh, absolutely. Vitamin D deficiency is consistently linked to higher levels of anxiety and depression. It's quite a strong link, actually. Studies show people with these symptoms often have lower levels of calcidiol. That's the form of vitamin D we measure in the blood to check levels. It really highlights how something seemingly simple like a vitamin deficiency can have such a big impact on our mental state, maybe more than we realize.
And the great thing is, boosting vitamin D is often quite doable, isn't it? Sensible sun exposure, eating fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, maybe taking supplements wisely. These steps could potentially ease anxiety and really improve overall mental health. Seems like an accessible way to make a difference. Next up, vitamin C. Famous for immunity, but you're saying it has surprising brain benefits.
It does, quite remarkable ones. Having adequate vitamin C levels in your blood is associated with performing significantly better on tests, measuring memory, attention, reaction time, focus. So, yeah, it's not just about colds. It's quietly helping your cognitive sharpness, how quickly your brain works.
It really shows how interconnected everything is. Low vitamin C isn't trivial. It can negatively affect mood. And there's a clear link to depression and cognitive impairment. Makes a strong case for getting enough. Okay, now for a mineral many of us might be low on, magnesium.
Magnesium has this huge vital role in making and using ATP, the body's energy currency. Literally, every ADP molecule needs magnesium to function biologically. It also regulates key enzymes in the citric acid cycle, that core energy process in our cells. Plus, it's crucial for nerves and muscles working together smoothly. Nerve transmission. Now here's the catch. Low magnesium might increase certain brain chemical transmissions, glutamatergic ones, that can lead to overstimulation, oxidative stress, maybe even damage to brain cells. Magnesium acts like a crucial brake, you could say.
Wow, that's a direct line. No wonder suboptimal magnesium is linked to poorer cognitive function, slower reaction times. But the upside is magnesium supplements might actually help treat anxiety and depression symptoms and potentially improve that brain fog we mentioned earlier. Definitely one to watch. And last but definitely not least for this section, omega-3 fatty acids. Essential for brain structure itself.
Absolutely essential. These polyunsaturated fats, especially DHA and EPA, are crucial for neuron structure and function. Get this, they make up about 20% of the brain's dry weight.
20%?
Yeah. Plus, they have powerful anti-inflammatory effects and help modulate neuroendocrine pathways, neurotransmitters, all vital for mental balance and brain health.
And the research linking lower omega-3 levels to higher risks of, well, serious issues like suicide attempts and major depression is pretty significant. On the other hand, supplementing shows real promise for preventing and managing depression. Makes them seem like a cornerstone, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've heard about all these amazing benefits, incredibly exciting, deeply impactful stuff. But it's really important now to inject a dose of reality, isn't it? Vitamins alone. They're not a magic bullet, not a replacement for a whole health strategy.
This is a really crucial point, a bit of contrary commentary, if you will. While vitamins are beneficial, sometimes profoundly so, they are not a standalone cure. Not for complex things like anxiety or depression. It's much better to see them as, well, integral parts of an overall treatment plan. Supportive components. They work best alongside other established treatments. Therapy, medication if needed, other natural remedies. It's about building a complete strategy.
Exactly. It's the whole picture. I read about licensed clinical social workers. Ashley Ertel was mentioned, emphasizing this. She highlighted how supplements offer relief, sure, but things like meditation skills, overall nutrition, regular exercise, those are crucial to close the loop, you know?
Yeah.
A truly holistic approach. It's not just supplementing, it's integration. And this is why vitamins for brain and mood interaction require that you manage your diet specifically for your needs to both create and become smart and relaxed. It has to be personalized.
That holistic view is vital. And it leads us to another critical, often missed point,
Mm.
drug-nutrient interactions. What's quite concerning, really, is that long-term use of many common prescription drugs can actually cause micronutrient deficiencies,
hmm
sometimes subclinical, sometimes clinically relevant. It's a quiet factor impacting health.
Yeah, and these interactions can be surprisingly common. Let's give some examples. Proton pump inhibitors, PPIs, for acid reflux. Long-term use, especially in older adults or those with H. pylori, might reduce B12 absorption and could impact vitamin C levels in the stomach too.
Right. Then there's metformin, super common for diabetes, consistently linked to lower B12 levels. Often depends on the dose and how long you've taken it. That needs monitoring.
And loop diuretics,
Yeah.
used for fluid retention. They can cause increased loss of essential nutrients in urine. We're talking thiamine, B1, calcium, magnesium, zinc, potassium. Quite a list.
Oral contraceptives are another one, linked to lower B12
Yeah.
potentially, though maybe it's redistribution, not true deficiency. But they can also increase oxidative stress, possibly lowering vitamin E.
Even something everyday like aspirin, high doses might affect vitamin C levels and iron stores. It just shows how subtle and widespread these interactions can be, affecting our nutrient balance without us even realizing.
And finally, antidepressants like SSRIs. Low folate levels have been linked to patients not responding as well to treatment. But what's promising is that adding folate has shown benefit, especially for women with treatment-resistant depression. Raises questions about optimizing treatment by looking at nutrients, doesn't it? This really hammers home why choosing the type vitamins for brain and mood for interaction is critical. And it underscores how vitamins for brain and mood dependencies drive imbalance that result in significant mood swings. It's all connected.
You're listening to OOTO TV with research by author Paul Bulow.
So the takeaway isn't that everyone needs widespread supplements without cause, but it is crucial to ensure people at risk get their recommended amounts of essential vitamins and minerals. Often that needs a proper chat with a healthcare professional to tailor the approach.
Okay, let's touch on a really popular one now. Melatonin supplements for sleep. Seems straightforward, but there are complexities with quality control, right?
Very much so. Melatonin is everywhere over the counter. But studies have found huge variability in the actual content compared to the label, often off by more than 10%. And, maybe more concerning, serotonin, the precursor chemical, was found in about a quarter of products tested without being listed. That lack of accuracy and transparency is a real problem for people managing their own sleep.
That variability is a massive issue, especially, it seems, in lower doses, chewable forms, and even between different batches from the same company. Makes precise dosing almost impossible, and can lead to side effects like next-day grogginess, even if melatonin itself can help with falling asleep faster. You just don't know exactly what you're getting.
It really highlights an urgent need for better quality control in the supplement industry, across the board, really. Consumers need to trust they're getting what the label says for safe, effective use. Without that, it's a bit of a gamble. And it just reinforces that vitamins for brain and mood dependencies requires you to have a health plan, diet, and daily eating and sleep routine and process to provide the desired result for health. It's about a structured, informed approach, not just grabbing something off the shelf.
So wrapping this all up, what does this investigation mean for you, listening right now, navigating your own health? What we've seen is this truly extraordinary link between the vitamins and minerals we take in and how our brain works, how we feel day to day. It's much deeper than just general health. It's personal.
To sum it up,
Mm-hmm.
key nutrients like the B vitamins, vitamin D, C, magnesium, zinc, omega-3s, they're not just good for you. They are profoundly influential, from fueling your brain's energy at a cellular level to balancing the very neurotransmitters that shape your mood, your happiness, your ability to cope with stress.
And the implications are huge. Optimizing these nutrients, that can genuinely impact your energy, sharpen your thinking, build emotional resilience. It's not just about avoiding severe deficiency diseases anymore. It's about aiming for optimal levels for peak brain and mood performance in everyday life. Unlocking your potential, really.
But, and it's an important but, we always need to remember the caveats. Enthusiasm is great, but supplements are powerful tools. They work best as part of a bigger health picture. Their effectiveness is tangled up with your overall diet, your lifestyle, and potentially other medications you take. It's a complex system, not a simple fix.
Which brings it back to that personalized approach, understanding those drug-nutrient interactions we talked about, recognizing the importance of supplement quality. That's non-negotiable. That's where informed choices make all the difference, separating a scattergun approach from one that truly supports your well-being.
So we really encourage you to think critically. Be proactive about your health management. The big message here: your nutritional status is a dynamic, powerful force shaping both your mental and physical health. You have agency here. Knowledge is power.
So as you reflect on everything we've discussed today, maybe ask yourself, what might my own body and mind be trying to tell me about my nutrient status? Are there subtle signs I've been missing?
And perhaps consider, how might a more tailored approach to diet, lifestyle, maybe supplements, but always guided by a healthcare professional you trust, unlock even greater mental sharpness, more emotional balance for your future health? It's certainly a question worth exploring.